Welcome back to another exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV. I'm your host, Gary Malefsky, and the publisher of Cyber Defense Magazine. Sitting in my hot seat today is a very special guest. Sunil Mohanani is the IT manager, could be promoted to director of a really cool company from Kansas City, DataLocker.
DataLocker, you got it.
You're in the hot seat, brother. What are you doing for me to protect my portable storage that I'm always losing at airports?
So DataLocker's got some really innovative solutions. We partnered with a couple different manufacturers to provide hardware level encrypted devices. So the USB flash drives or the hard drives that some companies still find a requirement where they have to use it to be able to transport that data. Our solution provides the hardware level encryption so that regardless of where the data or when the data is put on the device, it's always encrypted.
It's always encrypted. Does this require any software driver installed on my operating system?
So it uses a piece of software to communicate with the encryption module on the device, but it doesn't require an installation. So the convenience of the device is you launch the application, enter your password, it decrypts that private partition that doesn't mount until the password's entered, and then after that, away you go.
Are we better than TrueCrypt 7.0? I would say yes.
Sure, we'll go with yes.
Well, let me ask. AES 256?
Absolutely.
Anything else?
We've actually partnered. One of the strategic things that we've come up with recently is a managed pin pad device. So like you mentioned, one of the pieces is the software that has to be mounted or run on the local computer. But our latest flash drive, which is actually a micro SSD, the K300, is a pin pad device where you enter your password on the device and unlock the private partition, which then allows you to mount it to anything that can read mass storage. Hold
on a minute. Let's just pretend I'm losing my power and I forgot my password. These are two critical issues. Tell me you've solved it.
We absolutely have. The K300 has a built-in battery.
So brilliant.
You can enter your password regardless of where you're at. The battery also recharges every time you plug it in.
What if the battery's completely toast?
Then as soon as you plug it into the USB port on whatever your machine is, it'll still supply power to the device and you can unlock it.
Is the password hidden in some firmware somewhere?
The password is securely hashed based off the crypto module, so there's no way to reverse engineer it.
What if I tear your device apart and I hit it with a hammer? Will it break?
Yes. I feel like if you hit almost anything with a hammer, it'll break.
Just checking. And what if I drop it 20 feet?
20 feet it'll actually probably survive. We've got a metal casing on the outside.
Very cool.
And it's also rated to, I think it's IP57. So we can leave it in a tank of water for a couple minutes and pull it back out and shouldn't miss a beat.
Now, did we go any FIPS or common criteria or any of this fun government stuff?
Yeah, so a lot of our devices have FIPS 140-2 level 3 ratings on them. We've got a couple of flash drives that are in that, and then the hard drive itself. A couple of our hard drives have that rating as well.
And you're in Kansas City?
Yep, right in Kansas City.
Get out of town. Brilliant. Now, tell me more. Can I buy this for a small Soho? What if I'm a dentist's office? I want to put all the records on, scan in all those x-rays, throw it on one of these drives. Is there enough room? And can I take it home at night if I'm a dentist? Or do I have to leave the device at the office?
Yeah, that's actually one of the conveniences that we love about our solution is that we make it as simple as possible so that regardless of the size of your organization, you can easily manage the data and the security of your data of your dentist's office, for example. So
a law firm?
A law firm, doctor's office.
Just about anybody who needs data.
Yeah.
Do you remember the breach? It was a long time ago. There was a breach where somebody accidentally had, I think it was Fidelity. Someone had a laptop with HP employee 401k plans, and the laptop was stolen. It was only 50,000 records. It was a long time ago. Now, that's usually the hard drive inside the laptop. Are you offering that as well, or we just say, look, folks, put the records on the storage device that's external. Never put them on the internal hard drive.
So we've got a couple different ways to go about that. Again, the biggest piece for us is the management of those portable devices. So it's great to have an encrypted device that has a password. But for most enterprises, they want to make sure that the end users are meeting the security requirements of their organization. So that's where our management platform, SafeConsole, comes in. It allows the administrators to remotely set the policies, where the devices can be unlocked, when they can be accessed, whether or not they even unlock in read-write access or just read-only access.
And this is all from one pane of glass?
All from a single admin login.
Tell our users what the name of this platform is.
So the platform's called SafeConsole.
Very cool name, SafeConsole. Where's it running?
So we've got two different versions. You can host it within your own environment, or we've also got a cloud-hosted version.
So if I own 100, let's say I own a credit union with 100 branch offices, can I run, whether it's MPLS or the new stuff they're using to connect and VPNs, can I run control against all the devices that are in all these 100 remote locations from this single pane of glass.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. You could set each policy is based on the different locations. So if one office, you need to have them, let's say they have static records. We're going to send you your records on a flash drive. You never should be able to edit them. In that office, you can say the devices only unlock in read-only mode. But
Hence
in another
the name
office,
DataLocker?
it locks the data down.
Now I get it. This is awesome. Is there anything else you want to tell our viewers? And our listeners? What do you want to tell them?
One of the key things that we focus on is the simplicity of security. We know that security is not going away, and the more advanced it gets, the more complex it gets, and yet oftentimes that doesn't trickle down to the end users. It's so complicated for them that they just try to find ways to get around it, like writing their passwords on the bottom of their keyboard.
Exactly.
So for us, we're focused on making sure that we have a simple solution that enhances the security of the organization without interfering with their day-to-day.
Is this made in America with pride?
Yeah, some of the devices are. We work with quite a few different providers for that too.
Very cool. Now, the last tough question, it's Sunil, right?
Sunil, yeah.
Sunil, did I hear you might be the vice president of IT after this interview?
Probably unlikely. That's actually my boss. And,
One of my best interviews. Your boss better get promoted.
He does a great job, so
All
we'll
right,
leave him
fine.
there.
Well, you're doing a great job. Where can we send our viewers, and can anybody afford DataLocker, or is it mainly for these bigger enterprises?
So anybody can afford DataLocker. What we do recognize is that with the advanced security that we offer, there is a premium that comes with that. I mean, that's pretty typical. But you can reach out to our website, DataLocker.com, and then find a reseller that we work with that can provide it either for your organization or just as an individual.
Fantastic. Wow, we made it through a hot seat, and I want one of these devices. This is going to be cool. So I'm going to the website, DataLocker.com. Can I buy one with a credit card? Please say yes.
You can, but we don't actually sell them through the website, so you'll work with one of our resellers.
One of your resellers.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
that's cool. So this is a channel-based solution. You're going to find a reseller. How many countries? Just the U.S. or other countries?
That's global.
We are dealing with DataLocker, a global provider of a solution that secures data in portable ways with a centralized pane of glass to make life easy. Check them out. Learn more about them. Get their product as soon as you can, and then come back another time for an exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV.